Hello, Yu-Gi-Oh enthusiasts, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh testing series. The series where I go through a best 2 out of 3 with a single Yu-Gi-Oh deck and a one match to see how well I pilot that deck. So anyways, I have a very interesting deck I want to try out today for you all. So let's check it out. Well, here it is. I don't know if anyone remembers this deck, but Dinomorphia. I remember I had a friend at locals who played this deck quite a lot and was very good with it. Of course, this deck had its problems, being that, well, it does struggle under the time rules, because you do eat through your life points very, very easily in this deck. But also, if you're a fan of Power Rangers, I think it's Dino Force, this is kind of what they are. They're basically people that turn into dinosaurs. So basically, if you ever heard the theme song of that Power Rangers series, which is a cult classic for me as well, I remember growing up with that series of the Power Rangers. So yeah, really cool. So anyways, let's do the card by card here. We have Dinomorphia 𝐒𝐍𝐍𝐄. So if it's normal special summon, you can set one Dinomorphia trap card directly from your deck to your spell and trap card zone. Then if your life points are 2,000 or less, this card gains 500 attack. You'll see real quick what all the life point lowering conditions are, because a lot of their effects trigger under certain life point thresholds. You're going to eat through your life points extremely quick in this deck. All right, then. If this card destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish one trap from your grave, special summon one 4 or lower Dinomorphia monster from your graveyard. Mostly we're going to be special summoning Dinomorphia Diplos with that effect. If this card is normal special summon, you can send one Dinomorphia card from your deck to your graveyard. Basically, we'll be sending the trap cards to trigger the trap card graveyard effect. Then if your life points are 2k or less, inflict 500 points of damage to your opponent. If this card is destroyed by battle card effect, you banish one trap from your graveyard. I also like that both of those are just a trap, so you can banish any trap that's useless to you. As you'll see here, like our evenly matched, our solemn judgments, our goes and matches, our infinite imperms, because they don't have to be Dinomorphia traps. They just say a trap. You can special summon low 4 lower Dinomorphia monster except Diplo. And again, you can't summon 𝐒𝐍𝐍𝐄 off of 𝐒𝐍𝐍𝐄. So basically, that's the combo line: Diplos into 𝐒𝐍𝐍𝐄, 𝐒𝐍𝐍𝐄 into Diplos. We have Wannabe. This is an interesting one. During the end phase, you can send this card from your hand to or field to the graveyard. Activate the cards on the top of your deck equal to the number of your opponent's unused spell and trap card zones. And you can set one excavated trap card to your battlefield, but send it to the graveyard during the next end phase. Also place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order, which doesn't really hurt because again, we're in a deck that could shuffle and cycle itself pretty quick. 4, we have hand trap wise, we have 3 Ash Blossom, we have 3 Draw and Lock board, we have the 2 Pot of Prosperity, 1 Call by the Grave. Now to the Dinomorphia traps. We have 3 Frenzy here. During your opponent's main phase, pay half your life points, fusion summon 1 Dinomorphia's monster from your extra deck, using only 1 monster from your deck and 1 monster from your extra deck. As fusion material, when your opponent activates a card or effect while your life points are 2k or less, you can banish this card from your graveyard. You take no effect damage from your opponent's card effects. You only activate 1 Dinomorphia Frenzy per turn. So it's a hard. Dinomorphia Dominions, the exact same thing. Pay half your life points. You can fusion summon out one Dinomorphia monster using monsters from your hand, deck, or field as material. When your opponent activates a card or effect while you have 2k lesser life, you can banish this card from your graveyard. You take no effect damage for the rest of the turn. We have Dinomorphia Intact. When a monster effect is activated while you control a Dinomorphia card, pay half your life points, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. So basically just a archetype Solemn Judgment. Monster also, whenever you take battle damage this turn, the damage taken becomes half your life points that time, which is very interesting. During the damage calculation, while your life points are 2k less, if you would take battle damage, you can banish this card from your graveyard. You take no battle damage for that battle, which is really nice. We have Sonic. When your opponent activates a spell or trap card while you control a Dinomorphia monster, pay half your life points to negate the activation if you destroy that card, and then destroy 1 Dinomorphia monster you control, which again then triggers all the Dinomorphia, 𝐒𝐍𝐍𝐄 and Diplos. But anyways, then in the graveyard, if you would take battle damage while your life points are 2k or less, if you would take battle damage, you can banish this card from graveyard and take no battle damage for that battle. You have Brute. Pay half your life points to destroy 1 Dinomorphia monster you control and 1 card your opponent controls. When your opponent activates a card or effect while your life points are 2k or less, you can banish this card from your graveyard and take no effect damage from your opponent's card effects for the turn. We have Alert, pay half your life points. Again, special summon up to 2 Dinomorphia monsters from your graveyard whose total levels are equal 8 or less. Diplos and 𝐒𝐍𝐉𝐎 are 4, so they together will be 8 or less. But you cannot declare an attack with them this turn. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn instead Dinomorphia monsters, which is not impossible, especially if we do this on our opponent's turn. Summon our guys out, and then basically next turn we'll be able to summon anything we want using the 2/4s. And then, when your opponent activates a card or effect where your life points are 2k or less, you can banish this card from your graveyard. You take no effect damage for the turn. We have the 3 Solemn Judgment, because again, we will be able to mitigate how much damage we actually take. Again, we're cutting our life points by half. So, Solemn Judgment can still fully work even if we're at 50 life points. We have 3 Infinite Imperms. We have the Gozen match because again, we are all we're going to basically be playing all dinosaurs, so this really does help against decks that have a multitude of other monster types or attributes. Oh no, that's Rivalry of the Warlords. We are all playing dark for all the Dinomorphia fusion. So if we ever see a deck that's playing like light and dark, we can stop them there for a minute. We have the Ferret Flames. We have the 3 Evenly Matched. For the extra deck, we have Dinomorphia Rexstem. Your opponent cannot activate effects of monsters they control that have attack greater than or equal to your life points. So this is the reason to get your life points down to 0 or down to close to nothing. Again, this is just an archetype skill drain. And then you can only use this following effect, the Dinomorphia Rexstem, once per turn. Quick effect, you can pay half your life points. The attack of all monsters your opponent currently controls become equal to your life points until the end of this turn. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon 1 level 6 or lower Dinomorphia monster from your graveyard. So this is really nice, basically like in a battle phase, to revert everyone down to your life points so they're miserably low, but also again, their effects can't be activated. It's really nice. We have Dinomorphia 𝐾𝐒, again, loses attack equal to your life points. And normally it's 4k, but it's going to lose attack for your life points. But as you lose more and more life points, it's going to gain more and more attack back. Okay, and then you can only use the following effect of her once per turn. During the main phase quick effect, you can pay half your life points, banish 1 Dinomorphia normal trap from your graveyard. This effect becomes a trap's effect when this card is activated. If this card is destroyed by battle, you can special summon 1 level 4. So this is really nice. So you can go into, say, using Dominion and then using her to use Dominion. Or you can go into her from Frenzy to get into her and then triggering, because you just need Dinomorphia monsters with different names. So you can go in from her for Frenzy and then trigger her again, paying half your life points to then trigger Frenzy, maybe say Dominion or something else in your graveyard. So nonetheless, we have the Stealth Bulgaria. While your life points are 2k or less, you do not pay life points to activate trap cards or Dinomorphia monster effects. So that's very, very good, especially because of Solemn Judgment. So we basically be able to play a Solemn Judgment for free. And that's just insane. You can only use the following effects of him once per turn. When your opponent activates a monster quick effect, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the monster's original attack. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon a level 4 Dinomorphia. We got the Logia, we got the Doka, we have Gloomy, the Donner, we got the Unicorn, and we got the Goddess. For the side, I have Nibiru's to deal with the Kashtira format, Ghost Ogres to deal with Kashtira, Ghost Bell to deal with anything that likes to come out of the back of the graveyard. We got the 3 Lightning Storm if we need to deal with back row. We got the Feather Duster with back row. And because we are playing a trap deck, we might as well throw some other traps in here, like Anti-Spell to deal with any back row removal. And the Pointer of the Red Lotus, just so we can look at their hand. So that is Dinomorphia. Let's see how well I do today with the Power Rangers of Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright folks, so here we are. So as a trap deck, I think we want to go first. Well, we're not going first. Okay, this isn't half bad. We do have a pretty good hand here, as we saw with our opponent starting with a pre-preparation of right, so he's going to be able to get himself a ritual monster, and the card that's on the ritual. So we're going to play the Dogmatica ritual monster. So we have the Matrix coming down here. When this card is activated, you can add 1 Dogmatica ritual card to his hand. So Dogmatic Calamity. So now he's going to summon out the big Dogmatica ritual monster, sending the Titan to pay, of course, for the Calamity, so that he can bring out. Okay, so now he's going to bring out White Knight of Dogmatica. Affirm your extra deck. Oh, so he has Nekroz in here too. Wow. So now we have Nekroz Kaleidoscope coming down again, seeing another Herald of Arclight, which Herald of Arclight is not a hard once per turn, by the way, which is pretty amazing. So now he's going to get a White Relic of Dogmatica. Now he's going to trigger the second Dogmatica. It looks like he's going to banish a Herald to summon out the White Relic of Dogmatica. So I think he's choosing on the White Dogmatica's effect. So he's looking at my extra deck now. I don't know why his thing's down here today, but okay. Okay. You can look at your opponent's extra deck and send one monster from it to the graveyard. Alright, so he's just deciding on which monster to pull out of my graveyard. Nekroz doesn't really do anything. Negate the effects of face-up monsters on the field that were special summoned. Oh, from the extra deck. Okay, so yeah, that's fun. How the heck does that work with Rex? Because Rex, I mean, it's not too hard to kill off Nekroz. Funny enough, that does negate actually Karenjina's effect as well. So, negate the effects of all face-up monsters. Karenjina actually does go back to 4K. Oh, okay, so this guy's going to take apparently forever to really decide on his plays as the thing just keeps spinning. Oh, do I have to send something? Oh. Well, we finally, I guess, got through it. I'm not... Oh, okay, so we finally sent something. I don't know why my timer's ticking down. Maybe because I had that thumbs up there for the longest period of time. Sometimes Omega does not feel like it is. So now he's going to special summon. Okay, we got a 𝐂𝐍𝐶 now in the field. That means he's going to get punishment. No, it looks like he's gonna go Dogmatica. Bearsland, okay. Alright, so we are a trap deck after all. The problem is Mr. Unicorn does make this pretty hard to deal with. So I don't see a reason to summon Theragina because there's really not a reason to summon her. You know, this is just the fun part of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Kids. Set 5 pass. I love playing the Yugi Mons. Let's see. Let's start off with activating Dominion, paying half our life points. We're going to summon Karenjina. Let's send the Thrasia from deck and a Diplos from deck. We'll put her into attack because, again, she ignores the effect. Alright, so Matrix is going to go confirm in extra decks. It's going to go for a pop. It's got to target first, that's the cost. And I'll just chain to remove the end test. It's going to go after Intact. It's going to go take a look at my extra deck. Effect. Let's get that out. Yeah, here's my extra deck, sir. Sent the Unicorn out. Not that it really matters to me that if he sends the Link monsters, it's not really like a detriment to me in any way. Yeah. So he sent a Rexium. My guess is that he's going to attempt to go after Rexium. That's what I would think. Yeah, why don't we do this? We'll pay half our life points. We'll destroy the 𝐂𝐎𝐑 because 𝐂𝐎𝐑 will trigger in the graveyard. And we'll kill off the Necros of Unicorn. Basically remove his skill drain. And I'll bring my skill drain out. No. Kill... Let's get rid of the Unicorn. 𝐂𝐎𝐑 effect. Summon Therazia. Trigger Therazia's effect. Let us summon Sonic. Now we can't use it this turn again. It's under the restriction. Problem is, I'll just, if he goes before battle, I'm just going to frenzy to bring out Rex effect. We're going to... Oh, I could have triggered these guys. You know, we're just going to trigger Rex here. Bring out the man himself. Send that, and we'll send another Diplos. Bring out Rex. Now I have a skill drain on my side of the field. Because all his monsters have, except that one, all his monsters have more attack than I do. So it's an impossibility for him to even harm me in any physical way. So now the big question comes is how does he remove the Rex? Because if Rex dies, I just bring out 𝐂𝐎𝐑. Or I bring out 𝐓𝐵REGA. Roots in my graveyard. So I have protection from 2 different ways of card effects. And I still have quite a couple of cards to come out. Rex is not going to trigger his effect right now. It's a quick, so I really don't care. That means all his monsters are going to be at 1,000 attack. I mean, yeah, the Thrazia is going to die here. Yeah, trigger effect. Continue to pay half my life points. You gotta love it. We're going to trigger the counter on that. I'm at 250 life. Oh man, I can see why people enjoyed this deck. It's just so fun. I mean, look at it now. Yeah, you can kill the Thrazia as much as you want, sir, but these monsters don't do anything now. You are now equal to my life points. And none of your monsters have enough firepower to punch over Rextium. Wow. This is a pretty fun deck. I won't lie right now what we got. I don't know how our opponent gets through this, because whatever he summons... I mean, unless he summons a big beat stick. Even then, Rexium dies, I just bring out 𝐂𝐎𝐑. Is he going to try to steal my Rexium? He's going to try to steal my Rexium. Wow, he's going to steal my monster. To bash over it. Talk about drawing into the tactics when you need it, kids. He's going to win by the fact of triple tactics talent, getting him the win. Okay. Fun. Well, no, because Thrazia dies here. Thrazia triggers. Banish, I guess, domain. Summon Diplos into defense. Diplos effect. We'll send to the graveyard. Let's send alert. To deal 500 points of damage. Oh no, I still die here. I actually can't survive because even though Diplos dies here, banish intact. Shoot, was that the one that? Oh no, what? Is intact the one? Oh shoot, I banished the wrong one. I have all my effect damages in my graveyard. Shoot, banish the wrong card. Banish the wrong card, kids. I needed this card on attack deck. Oh my gosh, is one of them... Oh right, I triggered intact, which means any damage I take is half. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I totally forgot. Right. I'm under intact, which means any damage I take is just paying half my life points. Now there goes my Rexium. Dogmata Albazoa is now out onto the battlefield, kids. Big Booty has appeared. Yeah. Oh, that's two. Oh, okay, that's all my Rexium out of my grave, out of my extra deck now. Nothing to really trigger here. Select 4 to send to the graveyard. Well, the World Goddess is doing nothing for me. Gloomy's doing nothing for me. Guess I'll send these two. Well, I can definitely see why this new Dogmatica monster is a nuisance. Now he just triggers Matrix here. Yeah. Now it's just gonna rip my extra deck completely apart. Omega's gonna trigger here. It's gonna be able to put a card back in from the graveyard back to where it belongs. I have lost all my Rexium. I do not have a single Rexium I can play out of this. Alright, yep, take a look, sir. I don't even have Cat and Gina's left. I have absolutely nothing left I can trigger. There goes the Nintest, but Nintest is still negated for the full turn since I didn't negate until his turn here. I guess I'll go battle phase. I don't have anything actually. Big question is, I mean, yeah, he could just attack and win for game. Yeah, I'm going to surrender this one, folks. He's got it. I don't have it now. All right, so I'm going to take out the evenly matches and we're going to put it in our good old anti-spell fragrances. Do we want to... I mean, the draw and lock would be nice still. Yeah, we'll keep with this. Man, if he hadn't had a triple attack, I could have won that one because it was an impossibility for him to do anything. And I would just have set up next turn for another guy to sit on the field. And of course, in the draw step and everything, we'll of course go into anti-spell fragrance if we draw into it because I don't want him immediately. Because I can't chain anti-spell to a spell card and not let it resolve. The chain still has to resolve, so... Remember that, kids. Anti-spell fragrance still has to resolve. Chain still has to resolve, so if they trigger a removal card to the back row and you chain in response, anti-spell fragrance, it still removes the back row. Chain must resolve. Anti-spell does not negate. It just afterwards makes your opponent put all his spell cards face down. Nothing like waiting. Just some good old waiting. There's some good music here, folks. Some good music here. How long does it take to side? I mean, unless your side deck is really tutored to removing trap decks. All right. Going first. All right, this is not bad at all. Summon, trigger effect. Let's send Domain to the graveyard, and we'll set a Frenzy and set a Frenzy, and end the turn. Again, Frenzy will allow us to basically get into anything. What is Rexium's? One Dinomorphia fusion monster, one Dinomorphia monster. Okay. Now, we had the draw lock to lock him into immediately searching out half his deck. Because his deck did a lot of searching. we have an Ash for trying to get into anything he needs. That's going to immediately eat an Ash. No call by or no cross out designator, so nothing we have to worry about there. No. Do a servant's okay. Sending Arclight. Once he resolves this, I'll droll him so the Arclight actually can't resolve this turn. So he can send as many Arclights as he wants. With less attack. Oh, the white. Okay. Well, I mean, if you don't have an out, sir. Okay, I'll just pay half my life points. Karagina just summons out Dominion. And Decker Fields. I think we're still gonna summon out Rexium. Let's send the Karagina, the Diplos. We'll summon Mr. Rexium. And of course, because I resolved Droll as Chainlink 1, he cannot search Chainlink 2. As you can see, no card was revealed to me. Again, by the above rules. Now, well, I could just turn all his monsters 4K and negate all their effects. Now again, he would have to triple attack me here to get my Rexium, but the problem is he can't. I haven't triggered a monster effect on his turn, which is very nice. So I have another Frenzy to play if need be. I have a Domain in the graveyard. I could turn anything he goes into battle phase. I have to say, sir, I don't know how exactly you think you're getting out of it, but congratulations if you think you do. Okay. We can go to battle phase. Kids, this is why you set after the battle phase, just in case they do have an evenly match in their hand. I think it's yeah, effect cannot activate the effects of monsters they control that have attack greater than or equal to your life points. So I don't care what my life points are at. I in no way care for what my opponent's life points are at. And I win the turn. I have Intact to pop the Diplos to blow something up on his side of the field. That was my one fear of what was going to come down. It was Frenzy. But I guess I'll just pay the 2K. We'll make the Karagina. We'll send her. And let's send those two to make Karagina. Because Karagina, I can now trigger her effect and I can remove the Intact to kill the Diplos here. Again, she's only 2K because I'm still 2K down. So, I mean, she's not powerful by any means right now. But again... So we could trigger the Frenzy or the Dominion or her off of an Ecclesia. Nah. We'll trigger just the Rex. My greatest fear is that he has another triple attack in his hand. No, he can have her. He can have the Fuere. Play the Whis, the Knighted. He's going to negate the Rexium. He's going to go for the Matrix here, but neither of these monsters really concern me. Yes. Triggering her effect. Oh, I can't banish that one? Is Rexium a hard once per turn? Yes, it is, and she negates effects, not activations. Alright. The big problem is, does he have a ritual? Well, I know he has a ritual monster in hand. Question is, can he get another ritual monster? So basically, I can't inflict damage to him, by the way. None of his monsters are really big, and then statish of, like, humongous damage coming down on him, but... you know... Trigger effect. Take 1,500 to your face. Nah, I don't see any reason. I have the way to protect myself from one battle damage effect here. Send the card to the graveyard? Sure. Oh, I have to send at least 2? Yeah, sure. There you go. 2 cards. Arclight to search. Ninetest to pop. Sure. Just pop Ket and add trigger Ket and Gina's effect. Set a card. We will set... Let's set Brute. Kaleidoscope coming down. He's probably going to get Nekroz here if I had to take a guess. I mean, it matters which one he has in his hands. So I don't think any Nekroz can special summon out of the deck. Another Ninetest, okay. Ninetest effect to pop. It's going to go after the back row. Sure. Just give me the card's ability. Another Dark Calamita. My gosh, he's got... Oh, right, he has the 500-point fusion monster. He's got 3 Nintests. This man has purged 3 Nintests on me. The problem is, sure, you pop the Rex, it still doesn't get you through him. And Rex on impact dies. Oh no. He's triggering this one effect first. You can target 2 face up. Okay. Activate Harry's effect. Summon Diplos in defense. Trigger Diplos. I guess we will send the Sonic? We'll send Alert. This man has 1,000 life points left. Oh shoot, I just remembered Unicorn actually kills me here. Oops. And I didn't trigger Intact this turn. Oh shoot, I can trigger Intact. Oh my gosh, I survived off of Intact. Oh man, trigger Rex. Bring out Ket and Gina. Oh wait, no, I die. Alert is, I think I take, no, I take effect damage. I actually need to send the other battle one to the graveyard. Thrasia, Banish, Frenzy, Summon Diplos. Diplos has already triggered its effect this turn, so. That's a problem. Maybe I should have put this other Diplos into defense, because now I die here. Well, we didn't get a win with the deck, but it was fun. This deck was fun. Now, maybe I should pull it in again next time and play it for, you know, again, to see if we can win, but overall, this deck is still very fun. I think I didn't play it very optimally. I mean, this is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Testing series where I just test decks for the fun of it. I don't feel I played that very optimally. I should have probably put the Diplos into defense just to protect my life points. But, I mean, yeah. The Intact came in real clutch there. I should have probably sent the other one that stops me from taking battle damage. Yeah, what I needed to send was Sonic to protect my life. That's what I actually needed to send. Oh well, that's what you learn. That's what you learn. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the Dinomorphia and go get Morphin right now and go get your Dinozords ready to go. But anyways, let me know in the comments what you think of Dinomorphia. Do you think this trap deck it lives up to also the Labrynth trap deck. Do you think Labrynth is a better trap deck? I may have to test that next week. If you're wondering why I'm not testing the format defining deck of Kashtira, I've seen Kashtira, folks. It looks a little boring, but we'll test Kashtira. We'll test it one day. I just have to get it to my mind to play Lock Zone deck, Lock the Zone deck, no play Yu-Gi-Oh! Fun. But anyways, do make sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and we'll see you here next time on Mama Dragon's TCG.